Hi, I'm James and welcome back to Bespoke Airsoft. We're looking at something a little bit different today. It's something we've never done before. We normally do guns, we do parts and other bits and pieces. But this time we're looking at chronos. Now we've had these new chronos in, and I mean, to myself, before we saw this one, chronos was just something you switch on, you set your BB weights, whether it's got those features or not, and away you go, chrono your rifle, bits and pieces like that, or pistol, whatever you're doing. Me personally, with the business, we use these X-Core-Tech, I hope I'm saying that, X3 3200s Mark 3s. They take double A batteries. They've got a nice bipod mount on there, and this is how they come in the box. It's literally just the chrono itself. But they do have some cool features. You can obviously set ammo units and other bits and pieces like that, backlight, contrast, and all the usual bits and pieces. Very good chronos, no problems with these whatsoever. They tend to be very accurate, and these are perfect. Now these retail at $69.99 on our website, so just under £70. You can use like a plug-in, like a phone charge, like a Samsung or something like mini USB. Very good for the money, happy with how much they cost. We've had something new in to take a look at. Now this is the Bigfoot Chronograph, and you might be thinking, how exciting can a chronograph be? But I had to have a look at this just because it was a new product, and the guys in the warehouse said, you're going to have to have a look at this, it's pretty cool. So this is the box it will come in. You can see it on the website. It's actually £5 cheaper than the X-Core-Techs at $64.99. As you can see, it looks very, very nice on the front there. I don't know if you can see, obviously you got the jewels, your ammo that you're using. You can set size, weight. Obviously you're not going to have something chrono in that high, but that's obviously just a standard thing they've got on the box. Nice silver finish on the side. I'm guessing there's buttons on the top from the picture. But what was most surprising about this, and this is a freebie that's in the box, is it actually comes with a little bipod. Obviously you've got the instructions there. You take that out. So I mean, don't be expecting, you know, a CNC machined aluminium bipod. It's nothing like that, but it does come free. It's a little tripod where you can put the chrono on, and you know, sort of set it on like a flat surface, so you don't have to hold it or anything like that. The fitment is like a standard camera tripod mount, so you can still put it on a camera tripod. If you're out on site, you can put it up at the right height for people to use. But it's nice that this comes in the box. It's very sturdy. It is plastic, but it's a nice little addition there. And then you can sort of set it up and set your chrono on, and away you go. You get a USB lead in the box as well, and you get the chrono. So let's just take this out here. Nothing else in the box. Nope, that's just all foam. Nicely packaged as well. Not just come in. I mean, I think the X-Core-Techs just come in a cardboard box, but it's nice that these are foam lined, both top, bottom, and all around the edges. So it's going to be nice and secure when they're being posted. You've got the same USB lead, mini USB on the back there for plugging in. You can actually plug these into a 5-volt and run it like that, or you just charge it up, and I think it's got an internal battery. So. Please scan the barcode down in the app. Don't use for a long time, so it does charge up. So it's actually saying here, please scan the barcode and download the app. Now the thing that's most sort of surprising with this thing is it's Bluetooth. So let me get my phone out here, and I'll do this real time as you're watching. I think I've got a QR scanner on my apps here. Just bear with me just a moment. QR code reader. So I'm going to scan the QR code. There we go. Gives you a web address. Go through to the web address. Chronograph. Download app Android. So it looks like it might only be Android at the moment. Open file, package installer, install. So it's nice that you haven't got to look through the manual or anything, you haven't got to go to a website, you haven't got to plug anything into a PC or anything. It's literally at the bottom of the Chrono, you take it out of the box, you scan with your QR scanner, and straight away, you know, you're all loaded, ready to go. So this is actually saying device list now, so I imagine it's waiting to pair. So I imagine we just click, yep, just click OK to bring it on. Let's take this off there. So I just click the OK button and the chronograph has turned itself on. So we've got a little Bluetooth light flashing there, so we're going to click scan on the app, and it's got BLE name, so I presume that's the connection successful. I don't think I've had anything that's Bluetooth related connect so fast. I mean, I've got Bluetooth in the car, which takes, you have to do codes and you have to go backwards and forwards. I've even got a watch that's connected to Bluetooth, and this was a bit of a pain to connect as well. And I think it's just connecting there. It says connection successful. We'll just let that carry on. So while that's doing that, let's just see what these buttons do. So I'm going to click. Oh, so we've got obviously your shot to shot as you're shooting through the Chrono, and then we've obviously got a readout here saying what your first, second, and so forth shots were, so you can sort of work out your averages and what your shot to shot consistency is. And then we've got menu as well, so we can actually set the colour. So we're on white. Let's go red. Oh, red. Green. Green's nice and bright. That's a nice colour. Blue, yellow. So I think for ease of use, if you're using this on site or whether you're just using this to you know, do your guns and bits and pieces, I think white, green, or yellow is the brightest. Don't know what's the easiest to see on screen there. So I'll keep it on white for now. Let's go back. How do we go back? There we go, down to exit. Set memory. So you can actually set your weights here. So it obviously has a memory of many to choose from. So we've got 2s, 2 5s. If we go down, can we go down? Set memory. Oh, we're at the bottom. There we go. 2 5s. Oh, it's there we go. I've got the hang of it now. So we're going to set 3s. We'll set 4s. And we'll set 0.45s. And then you can obviously select which one you want to use. So this is, I mean, these features are pretty apparent on the X-Cortex as well. It's got a nice finish on here. It's nice and light, it's not heavy. So the battery must be nice and light. We can obviously go into units. So rate of fire, we can have rounds per second, rounds per minute. Speed, we can have meters per second or feet per second. So we're going to click feet per second. And we can go back. So that's pretty much everything. Obviously, it's not going to pick anything up, but we're going to shoot something through it in just a moment. Let's see how our app's doing. So connection successful. There we go. So you can see, clearly you can see this on the app here. So we've got power, so it shows how much power we've got left. Diameter 6mm. And literally, I don't know if you can see this. This might be very, very difficult to pick up. Let's see if I can show it. So you can see 0.21 on the chronograph there. And you can actually, so instead of having to go through in the settings on this and selecting your different weights, you can just have your phone out, and let's say your chrono in 0.2s, but then you've got someone with a sniper, they're going to Chrono 1.4, so you want to check the joules. You can just push up the weight on your phone. There you go, set to 0.4, so you haven't got to go into the Chrono itself, so you haven't actually got to touch the Chrono. You could just have the Chrono on a tripod, sitting there waiting for people to come up and Chrono, and you can be doing everything from your phone, which I think is really cool. You can just click it there and go up and down. So let's go back down to 0.2s. And obviously when you take your shots, you're going to get different things here. Operational instructions, obviously it tells you what bits and pieces you can do and what everything is sort of saying. Chronograph power, so it's got that there. So it's you know, it's pretty straightforward. What you've got on the screen is what you're showing on your phone, and like I say, you can set it, you can go up to, that's very strange, you can go up in diameter from like 6 at like 0.01 of a gradient, probably all the way up to 8 mil. So you do have a lot of variation there. So that's pretty cool as well. So if we click, let's see if we click up and down. So I like that as well. So perhaps if you're not using the app, or you just want to use that to log what you're doing, with the X Cortex, you know, you've got to go into the settings, you've got to go down to ammo, you've got to change the ammo, then you've got to go back through the settings to get back up. Now you've set those memory that you saw me do, what it's memorised that you saw me do earlier. So literally the Chrono is like this. Sniper walks up, if you're not, like I say, if you're not using the phone, Sniper walks up to the Chrono, you need to change the weight, press the down button, set 0.4s, obviously we're at 8 mil there for some reason, I don't know why, perhaps I set that in the settings. But then you can just go up to your weights, 0.3s, whether you're using 2.5s, and this is great because the amount of things that are changing on sites now, you know, a lot of sites are chronoing with, I don't know if you can see this a bit better if I try and shield it from the light. You know, a lot of people are using joules now, so it's a lot more accurate way to chrono things. So I'm actually going to just put some BBs, probably grab one of the AKs that are behind me, and put some shots through it. Obviously it's going to do exactly what it says in the tin, but I'm just going to show you a couple of the features when we've got this on a stand, and we'll put some shots through it. Right, here we go. So first shot, using 0.2s. So you can see this gun's a little bit hot, needs to be downgraded. So we've got the shot to shots there, click next, and we've got all the shots as it's going through, and we can actually track that live. So can we go up there? Let's go back. Yeah, ignore that 439 one, I think that was just a misread. So 374 is the average. We'll do a burst on auto. And we're empty. So there we go, I've just connected to the app, and as you can see it's showing the meters per second and the feet per second average there, and your joules, which is 1.33, which is showing on the Chrono as well. So literally I didn't have the phone on when I was shooting through the Chrono. It was literally as soon as the phone connected, it just pulls the data, so it's straight from the Chrono there. So great little product, which is now on the website and it's available at $64.99. Absolute bargain compared to the X-Tech, in my eyes, because you're getting a lot more features for the price, and it's £5 cheaper. But for this and many other standard and bespoke airsoft products, go to our website, bespokeairsoft.co.uk. You can also visit us on social medias, which is YouTube, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.